All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai. And what I want to get into today is just going into how, we're all built, for our lot. Okay, everyone is built for their lot. And we don't have to, try to project ourselves, or try to exalt ourselves or try to, do too much. Okay, but just do, what's required of us according to our lot. Okay. And the scriptures gives us insight, going back to the book of Sirach. The book of Sirach is pretty much, a book of nobility, a book of royal etiquette, okay, and how we should conduct ourselves as royalty when you really look, in this book, okay. It deals with the humility, wisdom, hosting, guests, and, it deals with your diet, it deals with, mindset, faith. It deals with a lot of things, and it's a great example. This book pretty much exemplifies, the day and a lot of the day-to-day, etiquette that come with, us being a noble people. Okay, us moving with humility in our rulership, and that's really, Yahweh Shah was a walking embodiment of that as well. Okay. A humble ruler, a wise and humble ruler, firm but humble and wise. Okay, and this is what we're all growing into as men of Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai, every brother within their own order, within their own portion. All right, so I want to get this here. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 7, okay, verse 4. It says, don't ask the Lord for a place of honor or ask the king for an important position. Yeah, like, we shouldn't, have the mindset, okay, of trying to elevate to a particular rank or status. Now, we should want to elevate within our gift, okay? We should want to elevate within our understanding, our personal relationship with Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai. We should want to elevate in being a good brother, okay? Being a good, we should want to elevate in discipline, restraint. Okay? But at the end of the day, you don't want to have a mindset as if, you're competing for some type of rank. You have your eye on some particular position. Okay? Nah, man, we should be, we should be pretty much locked in on growing and understanding. And the scriptures talk about being occupied in prophecy. He that seeketh, wisdom, separate himself in the melody for all wisdom. Okay? So we should be tapped into growing in this understanding, okay? Our personal development, doing the labors, feeding the flock, okay? And let the Lord elevate us how he sees fit. Okay? Because everybody not built for everything. Okay? And every brother, has a different portion. Every brother has different gifts. All right? And that portion and the gift that each of us have, is a perfect piece, for the body. For the body to function, at full efficiency, man. Okay? Verse 5, it says, don't try to convince the Lord that you are righteous or make a show of your wisdom before the king. And this truth is not a platform for us to showcase our wisdom. That's why we don't deal with the debate. That's why we don't deal with the dialogue. Okay? This is not an exhibition of wisdom. Okay? This is edifying and teaching true righteousness, man. Sound doctrine, man. Okay? This is about us being conformed to Yahushua, man. Becoming that express image of Yahushua as men. You see? So this why, as the elder Apostle Tahar and other elders and brothers, have went into, man, we not here to dialogue. This is not an exhibition of wisdom when you turn on these videos, man. Okay, when we watch a brother video, we should leave, okay, with edification and something that we can add to our walk, okay, that enhances what we are in the spirit, that adds to our faith, that adds to our understanding, okay, and righteousness. We should, when we're done watching the video, we should know Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai a little better, okay? We should understand how we need to move, because we all can watch the same video and take certain parts and add to our walk, okay? Because it can be 200 people, 200 believers watch one video, and each of those believers take different things, okay, and add it to their walk, all right, then enhance their walk, okay? So this all about, you know, the body edifying itself, man, because the body, okay, is all the body has to grow together, you know, where everybody playing their part, you know. Let's go, matter of fact, finish 6, it says, don't set your heart on being a judge unless you have the strength of character it takes to be put an end to injustice. If you let yourself be influenced by someone in a position of power, your integrity will be damaged. Yeah, man, the position of a judge or position of leadership, that ain't something, okay, that you know, you petition for, okay? Any type of position of authority or rank, those are positions that are petitioned for, all right? Because leaders naturally fall into leadership positions just by being them, okay? That's why Scripture said, don't ask to be no judge. You might not have the strength of character that it takes to fulfill their office, man. You know, everybody doesn't have, all right, the qualities that it takes to be in particular positions, man. That doesn't make you less, okay? That just means that that's not your lot, okay? There's a lot of things that are not my lot, okay? And one of the things that, you know, helps me be, you know, more and more efficient in this truth, man, is really understanding what my purpose is and understanding what my gifts are and leaning into those things, man. You know, and let the Lord move how he going to move. Let him, you know, exalt how he going to exalt, man. And one thing about it, when you go through the process the right way, the process be building you for the next level. The process, going through the process, builds you for the next phase. You know, it's building us for the next phase and our next position within this walk, man. Leading all the way up to being joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. Okay? So let's go from there. Let's get this. Because if you really, you know, if you ever been someone that's in a true leadership position where you had to be responsible for other people, that ain't nothing that you wish for, man. You know, like the job I had last, you know, I was at the steel plant, and you know, I had, you know, worked my way up, you know, to a leadership position. And even with that, you know, that wasn't something that I sought out, you know. It was more so it sought me out. And, you know, as you get into leadership and you really have to deal with people, you know, you understand, okay, the burden of a leader, okay? Someone that's trying to just get a position, okay? Someone that's becomes diabolical to try to get a position, they're not concerned with the actual leadership and the development and the tedious and the sacrifice and, you know, the burden that comes with leadership. They're in it for the perks, okay, and for clout, okay, which is just vainglory. But if you ever had to be even if you just had 2 people under you and you know what it means to be responsible for other people, to be responsible, you know, because, you know, at the most, I think I had like 18 people in me at the most. That's not a lot, you know, but having to make, having to consider 18 different circumstances before you make one decision, you see, and that's all day, you know, from morning to the evening. You know, your decision, the decision making has to be based on, you know, those 18 people, the numbers, safety. You know, You got to factor all this in to make one decision, and that's all day. Okay, and much more we can go into, but just a brief, account, a brief, understanding of when you really have to be responsible for people. Okay, you're not out there like that's how you know someone's been a leader before, when they on out there being diabolical trying to get them in a position. Okay, people that have been real leaders, man, you shy away from certain things, man. Like, someone even gets to talking about certain things, man. Hey, you fade out the picture, man. Okay, because at the end of the day, everybody is built for their lot, and there's certain men that are built, there's certain men that are built with a high capacity of leading people. Okay, and even when you go into the scriptures, Daniel, he didn't go into Babylon thinking he was going to be elevated to what he was. Okay, King David, when he slew Goliath, he didn't think that he was going to be elevated to what he was. Okay, when he was just considering, that his people was in the jam. Okay, Daniel was just being faithful. He was just showing integrity, man. Okay, and the Lord kept exalting him, man. You look at Joseph. He didn't come to Egypt. Well, he got sold into Egypt, man. He didn't have any intent, on rising up the ranks, man. He just stayed faithful to Yahweh Shem Shai. He was punished for righteousness, man. Integrity. He did the right thing when no one was looking. Okay, and the Lord exalted him, man. So these are all things, we have these examples to go by, the humility of our forefathers, that the Lord that he would exalt. Okay, the Judas Maccabee, he didn't have a mindset to be, this great general. Okay, it was just they wanted to stand for the laws of Yahweh Shem Shai, and that was his lot, to be a leader of that capacity, man. Okay, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of men that wasn't mentioned, and when you read the book of Maccabees, that played a part, okay, in in those stories. Men that wasn't mentioned by name, but they played a part. They made it possible. Okay, through Yahweh Shem Shai, those men played a role that made the stories that we read today possible, man. Okay, so when you go here, this is the book of Luke chapter 14 verse 7. It says, and he put forth a parable to those which were bidden, when he marked how they chose out the chief room, saying unto them, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding. So Yahweh Shai is at a wedding and he's looking. How Jake, was coming, and they was pretty much choosing seats for themselves, and they were choosing the chief seats because when you go to Eastern, customs, when someone would throw a feast, well, they would pretty much have seats already assigned. Okay, and they would pretty much assign seats according to a particular rank. Okay, so what would happen, certain men would be invited to feast, and they would come and sit themselves because that's how they thought of themselves in their mind, so they would sit themselves in certain chief seats. Okay, well, Yahweh Shai is going through the parable. It says, when thou art bidden or invited of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. And he that bade thee, and him come and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room. So here it is. You come in the feast and you seat yourself because you think highly of yourself and you think that you should have this particular position. Okay, or you come, because you got to come in the room. You're already looking for the chief seat. That vain ambition. Okay, well then the host of the feast come tap you and say, look, you gotta move up. That's this man's seat. Okay, and that's gonna be embarrassing that you done got comfortable. You seated. You got, comfortable in your seat, and then you got to get tapped, and get up. Okay? And this is what, we see even amongst the truth. Men come in and they have this mindset of a particular position they want. That's why they throw all these titles and chief and commander and generals and, all these different, titles on themselves. Okay? But what's going to happen is the Lord, all right, is going to base those men. Okay? Because they want it for the wrong reasons, They out here want to be YouTube celebrities and, they want clout. But here it is. The people that follow them are suffering. They're not being served. Okay? There's no environment for the people that follow them to grow because everyone is feeding into this one character. Okay? But when there's a leader, you're supposed to feed into the people. There's perks that come with leader, but it's on the back end. Okay? You reap your rewards on the back end, but on the front end, it's a sacrifice. It's a service. Okay, it's a dedication. It's a commitment. Like I say, hey, person got to be built for it, man. For particular positions, man. And whatever position we have, the Lord gave us, all right, the tools. All right, He put the tools within us to be able to handle it, man. This is Luke 4:14-9. It says, and he that I'll read this in NLT, said, the host will come and say, give this person your seat. All right, then you will be embarrassed and you will have to take whatever seat is left at the floor of the table. Instead, take the lowest place at the foot of the table. Then when your host sees you, he will come and say, friend, we have a better place for you. Then you will be honored in front of all the other guests, man. So it's better to always, move in humility, man. Not to think highly of ourselves, man. And let Yahweh Shai, which in this parable, Yahweh Shai is the host, and He elevates, man. It's better to let Yahweh Shai elevate us, man. All right, and that's a move of honor. Certain moves that be made unawares, man, and certain men, rise up. Okay, King David allowed the Most High to move Saul out the way. Okay, and pretty much the people, okay, King David was like a people's champ. Now the people, like because there was a lot of people, even what's his name? Jonathan. So like, yeah, Saul's son Jonathan. Which he was way older than King David, but he was pretty much letting King David know, like, you got next, man. But King David, he was hearing this and he didn't let this get to his head, man. He still stayed in order under King Saul. And in due time, he was exalted, man. Okay? So, even if, you're hearing particular things, like, always just remain, remember, the humble beginnings, when we first come into this thing, the sincerity we have. Okay? Because knowledge puff it up. Praise puff it up. Okay? And that's why we always got to resort back, to these parables and these scriptures, to remain humble in this thing, man, and not seek preeminence, not seek, vainglory or clout or, pushing gimmicks, to forward, our personalities in this thing. Nah, man. Serve the Lord and let the Lord exalt. Because like I say, when the Lord promotes us, we're going to have everything needed, okay, to fulfill their lot. We promote ourselves or try to exalt ourselves and fast track this thing, man. It can be a train wreck, man. Verse 11 said, for whosoever exalted himself shall be abased, and he that humble himself shall be exalted, man. And humility is always the way to go, man. Okay? Humility is always the way to move, man. And just focus on our gift. See, matter of fact, let's get that real quick. When you get that in Proverbs 18:16. It says, a man's gift making room for him and bringing him before a great man. So it says a man's gift, and each brother, we have different gifts. Okay? So the thing is to just harness our gift, man. You know, focus on our craft, man. You see, whatever our craft is, whatever our gift is, whatever our specialty is in this thing, our niche, okay? Lean into it, man. You know, and how do you know something is a gift? Because it comes easy to you. Okay? And we always make an example. There's a lot of people that are just gifted, you know, to draw. Okay? Now, of course, you can practice and enhance, okay, their gift. But there's some people that are just naturally gifted to draw, to play instruments. And what do? They harness their gift, okay? And their gift, you know, like you hear Jake say, look, you know, basketball, you know, just Jake will say, yeah, basketball took me all around the world. Well, basketball did this for me, okay? And there was a Jake that what? He harnessed his gift. And it put him in particular, you know, settings, man. It opened up opportunities based on the gift. Okay? Well, that's on the carnal level. How much more in the truth, man, as we, you know, hey, we should tap into our gifts, and then whatever that takes us, that's what we're supposed to be anyway. You know? That's the route to go, man. Then look, apply, use the gifts that Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai gave us in this ministry, man. Okay, master that and bring that to the table, and whatever, you know, wherever that lands us, that's what we're supposed to be. Because this thing is about everyone, you know, perfecting their gift, bringing it to the table, and let everyone benefit off of it, man. And whatever rank or position the Lord put us in, that's the position we was always built to have, man. You know, not being covetous over another man and feeling like you should. Nah, man. Everybody is in their rightful place within the body for the body to function efficiently, man. Okay? But within the body, we should want to, you know, be the most efficient within our role, man. And just tap into our gift, man, and allow, you know, the natural gifts that the Lord gave us, all right, to, you know, to pretty much allow, I want to say it in a certain way, to allow the gifts that Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai gave us, you know, for this truth, you know, allow those gifts, you know, to take us where the Lord wants us to be. You know, allow that gift that the Lord gave each of us to take that where the Lord wants us to be. You know, because all we're doing is just growing into our position, growing into our role, you know, within this ministry, man. And ultimately it's going to lead to, you know, to put us around the greatest of men. All right, Yahweh Shai, you know, the apostles and great men of old in the kingdom, you know. So that's the point, Lord will, you brothers. All right, and you sisters edified once again. Want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. And double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being an example to our younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations to the whole elect. Shalom.